In the mid-6th century BCE, the world was still in an era where gods were established as masters of the world and humans were merely pawns in that system of belief. Cyrus the Great, king of Persia, was the first man in history to conquer the city of gods of Babylon without firing a single arrow. Cyrus was a descendant of the Achaemenid dynasty, which ruled a small province in Persia, now southern Iran. According to the Cyrus cylinder, cuneiform script, he was a great king but did not deify himself or associate himself directly with a god. He was born during the height of the power of the Achaemenid Empire in the region, and his ancestors had been minor empires. Cyrus II of Persia, commonly known as Cyrus the Great, founded the Achaemenid Empire. He came from Persia and led the Achaemenid dynasty to power by defeating the Median Empire and embracing all previous civilizations of the ancient Near East, expanding across much of Western Asia and much of Central Asia to create what would become the largest empire in history at the time. The largest territory of the Achaemenid Empire arose under the rule of Darius the Great, whose rule stretched from southeastern Europe in the west to the Indus Valley in the east. Cyrus the Great. After absorbing the Median Empire, Cyrus conquered Lydia and eventually the Neo-Babylonian Empire, giving him control of Anatolia and Cyrenaica respectively. He also led an important expedition in Central Asia, in which his armies brought all nations under their dominion without exception before his death in battle against the nomadic Mazates in eastern Iran along the Sardaria River in December 530 BC. However, according to Xenophon of Athens, Cyrus did not die in battle and returned to his capital, Pasargades. Whatever the date of his death, he was succeeded by his son Cambyses II, whose campaigns in North Africa led to the conquests of Egypt, Nubia, and Cyrenaica during his short reign. He is particularly famous among contemporary scholars for his usual policy of tolerating the customs and religions of the peoples of the lands he conquered. Similarly, he is revered in Judaism for his role in freeing the Jews from captivity in Babylon by issuing the Edict of Restoration after the Persian conquest of Babylon. This event is described in the Hebrew Bible as the Return to Zion, in which the displaced Jews were returned to what had been the Kingdom of Judah, reviving the Jewish state in the land of Israel. Cyrus also helped the Jews' desire to build a new temple in Jerusalem, in the Achaemenid province of Judah, which had been the original temple of Solomon before its destruction during the Babylonian siege of Jerusalem. His efforts resulted in the completion of the Second Temple, marking the beginning of the Second Temple period and Second Temple Judaism according to the book of Isaiah. He was anointed by Jehovah and was clearly designated as the Messiah for this mission. Cyrus is the only non-Jew to be honored for this role. In addition to his influence on both Eastern and Western traditions, Cyrus is also recognized for his achievements in politics and military strategy. He was influential in developing a centralized administrative system in his capital to govern the vassals of the Achaemenid Empire, which worked in the interests of both the ruler and the people. The prestige of his empire in the ancient world would gradually extend as far west as Athens, where the Greek elite adopted some of the culture of the Persian ruling class as their own. Similarly, Cyrus's reign would play a crucial role in shaping the history of Iran for more than 1,000 years, as the future Persian Empire would often look upon the Achaemenid period with reverence and as a model to be emulated. His dynasty was also instrumental in allowing Zoroastrianism to develop and spread as far east as China. As such, he remains a revered figure in modern Iran, with his tomb at Pasargadae a point of reverence for millions of people in the country.